together for Dave Valinsky, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together for Dave.
So, Monday, Joy. What y'all do over the weekend? Eating's good. Eating's good. So I got high and I figured out a new religion. I don't really do that very often. Get high. Not aiming for a moral conviction, just, well, it just makes me sleepy. And I gotta sleep on my own. I don't need pot for that. Oh, you know. I totally lost my place. Oh dear. Oh, yes! I need to move this. There. See. Oh boy. Following famous people, it mess you up. Yes, so this was not a normal pot thing. No, well, it wasn't a joint. It was a sucking candy that was a year old. Yeah, it was, but it worked. It worked really well. Because, I don't want to be productive ever again. Because I was more productive while high. Because kind of with this whole new religion thing. See, I can't stand religion. You know, just all that sitting there and listening to the guy. See, they're called clerics. And I'm a gamer, so I think healer. But I don't know, actual, rabbis, priests, pastors. No, that's not healing, that's crushing the soul. And they have these magic words you have to say for Jews like me, it's Baruch Atah Adonai, to Muslims, Allahu Akbar. I don't know about Christians, God is great, blessed be God and Jesus and all that. It gets kind of confusing. But I figured out a new way to do it because I was high. Any atheists here? Yeah. All right, cool, all right, good mix. I'm one of you. But what I realized, two facts that might flip up everything. One, yes, God is real, but two, we have no idea about him. He's out in the supersphere, which might make no sense, but high mind, then it makes sense. I wrote 15 pages of this, so clearly there's some sort of revelation. I didn't know what a revelation was. Oh, that's a revelation, because I had a click in my head. So I mentioned the two tenets, but there's some other things too. First, God is made of letters and numbers. See that? I don't know, that just sounds profound. There's ABC 1, 2, 3. No, letters and numbers, because they're the most basic things. And there's something else too. There's always something else. They all go on and on and on and on, like a prayer, which is I don't get those. But if you're searching for divine truth, it doesn't have to be in a book, it doesn't have to be heard from somebody, even a guy like me, it's just weirdness. I declared it all. The way of weirdness. It's like a combination of Eastern mantras and Western comic books, weird comics about monsters and stuff. But that got me thinking. What if the great George Carlin, peace be upon him, in his 7 words you can't say on television, if he did them like one of those, fire and brimstone preachers. Shit! Fucker twat. And obviously I didn't say it. This is not, I'm citing. I'm doing a citation in a comedy bit. I don't know if that's legal or accepted. But that got me thinking even more. I'm thinking too much. Because in this treatise I wrote, I mentioned shapes. The morality of shapes. The holiness of the triangle. The completeness of the circle. And the unity of the square. That is how I impress my friends. Circles, triangles, squares. And going back to the basics, because the basics matter. If you say the basics with knowledge and precision, that is how you gain divine power. But it's not about power. There's power, and then there's truth. Truth is the way of weirdness. It's the away from the world. Whereas power is all about the world. It's all about the HR departments and the principals and the assistant principals. Some of you guys know what I'm talking about. Some of you are assistant principals, like, oh yeah, it's all misery. But what if other groups tried to do the evangelical preacher thing? What if the communists did it? You know, I mean, the DSA, Democrat Socialists of America, they're huge. They're the largest socialist organization in America for like over 100 years. So some people are really happy about that, others are not. But I wonder if one of them went to Wall Street, they brought their big ass copy of Marx, they brought a big soapbox, they throw it in front of the bull, and they go on there to have workers of the world, you're not my children. You're the immortal science of dialectical materialism shall lead us to a new future, and not your stock portfolio, buddy. That's my idea, and I think that might make the subway either more or less interesting, depending on your perspective. I'm Dave Malinsky. Have a good night.